Crypto presents exciting new opportunities for the investment-minded, but it's also volatile and accelerating in complexity. That's why we created Token Metrics, an intelligent crypto platform backed by an industry-leading combination of data, AI, and media that feeds optimized portfolios to crypto investors. Featuring Token Metrics ratings to help you find the best investment opportunities in real time, an indices page that showcases various model portfolios, and deep insights into price predictions and technical analysis. A dedicated NFT dashboard that evaluates NFT collections and assets by our machine learning algorithm to find the most profitable and secure NFTs across all available blockchains. Plus, with access to Token Metrics TV, monitor 24/7 exclusive crypto news and analysis. Whether you're a first-time trader or a seasoned crypto investor, you can stay informed and in control, backed by your all-in-one crypto companion, Token Metrics. Take control of crypto today at tokenmetrics.com.
Hello, crypto family. Happy Friday. Welcome to Token Metrics Live. I'm your host, Ian Bellina, founder and CEO of Token Metrics, and also general partner at Token Metrics Ventures. So let's see. First up on the stream, Cryptechology. Quite the name there. What's up? BK Crypto. What's up? Ibrahim. What's going on? Clarity Trades. Eddie in the house. Happy Friday. We have quite the stream for you. We might go slightly longer today because we got a lot of alpha. And let me actually pull up the Mentimeter for everybody so we can all start. All right, so I want you to all go to menti.com, menti.com. Use the code 1478-7443. That's 1478-7443. Today's show is the crypto bull run back. Ethereum is over $2,000. Bitcoin is over $30,000. Is this it? Is this the time we've been waiting for? Well, stay tuned. We'll give you our analysis in this live stream. Be sure to follow us on social media, on Twitter at TokenMetrics Inc., Instagram, Facebook. We have a podcast as well, tokenmetrics.com/podcast. Download the podcast, available on Spotify, iTunes, everywhere. Just go in there, type in Token Metrics, listen to Token Metrics and these streams and these clips on the go. Get some alpha on the go, whether you're working out, going for a run, just doing errands, whatever, around the house, get some alpha. And obviously on LinkedIn and definitely on YouTube. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Not being subscribed or following us on social media is a crypto crime. All right, jokes aside, this is the Mentimeter. Again, for those who want to just scan the QR code. And now let's go to the agenda. So we're going to talk about the upcoming NFT NYC social mixer. Yes, people have been asking for an NFT meetup, and guess what? It is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow in NYC. I'm here already. Looking forward to meeting the crypto fam. Definitely come out. Then we'll go through, do a quick market update, tell you whether or not we're officially in a bull run. We'll cover our coins of the week. We have question of the day, crypto news and updates, a quick AMA, back to crypto price predictions, then cover top 5 coins of the week, and then finish with the AMA. All right, so with that being said, first up, we have the NFT NYC social mixer. So this is being hosted by Token Metrics, Token Metrics Ventures, Astrobot Society, and AstroDAO. So all communities, if you're in New York or if you're nearby, come through tomorrow. It's going to be here in NYC. Just go to this link. This link has been shared on our Telegram. Will be shared on our Twitter. We'll also be emailing this out to all our audience across all different groups. And this is something we've been wanting to do for a while. So we figured, hey, why not do it when there are lots of people who already reached out to us telling us that they're already in town for NFT NYC. So we're putting this together. It's going to be in Manhattan. And this is the page. So I want to walk you through how to sign up. You come through here. And this is pretty cool, using Luma. Right now, due to just the capacity limits we have, we're giving priority to Astrobot holders, AstroDAO token holders, Token Metrics, the book holders, and then everybody else who doesn't have that can still apply, but it might take longer to approve those, right? So what you do is, this crypto-friendly platform, Luma, you come in here, you click register, you connect your MetaMask or whatever wallet you have, and it will actually check to see that you own an Astrobot. So if you're an Astrobot holder, that's the lifetime membership NFTs for Tokenmetrics. Guess what? You get free access to just sign up for this event without any approval process. Same thing if you own the AstroDAO token. Same thing. Now you do have to have a minimum of 999 Astra, which is not much. It's basically what, like pennies. And then you also have to, if you have the book, you can also use the book as the NFT. So anybody who has these three, the book NFT, the Astrobot NFT, or holds AstroDAO, you can sign up without any prior approval process. If you don't have that, if I were you, I would get one of these, the NFT, Astra, or the book. If not, you can just click here to get a regular ticket. Now, these are limited depending on the attendance and how many people sign up for this. Right now, this is happening in New York. People are here for NFT NYC, or if you're in the New York area, New York metro area, definitely come out. It's going to be a nice social mixer. We'll have some drinks, some foods, some snacks, and mingle, and hopefully shares and find some alpha amongst like-minded crypto people. So crypto investors, crypto founders. For those of you who've been wanting to pitch me, hopefully it's a good project. You can meet me. I'll be there personally. Yours truly will be there personally at the mixer. I will be the host. So come through. Good time to meet the people behind the community. I definitely encourage you to go check it out. Right. So our producer, if we can also drop the link in the chat, that would be great. Now registration is first come, first serve. The event is officially happening tomorrow, April 15th. That's Saturday. We made sure to do it on a Saturday, so anybody who has to work during the weekday can still make it, and it will be at 5:30 p.m. Once you sign up, you basically will get the location of where the event is happening. It is happening in New York City. So looking forward to meeting the whole crypto family. All right, let me just check in here and see how we're doing. Okay, yeah, so the link has been dropped in the chat. Yeah, looking forward to meeting everybody. It's going to be a great time. Good day to everybody as well. Now, Daydream says, yo, Ian, how are you? AstroDAO to the moon. I am doing well. I am doing well. Obviously, I'm biased with AstroDAO, but I do hope it does go to the moon and beyond. Jackson says, yes, it is back. The starting gun has fired. Marathon time. BK Crypto, we sent you an email. Thanks. Yeah, I did see the email. I have to kind of confirm the dates, but I'll keep you posted shortly. Turb says, already spread the AstroDAO name everywhere. I can't wait. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So the link has been shared. Cryptology says, I'm in Maryland. Might have to take a trip to New York. All right. Well, that'll be awesome. It'll be awesome to meet everybody. Okay. All right. So that being said, I see AG says, Injective is going to be huge. Don't miss it. 23% up today. Whoa. Yeah, that's a project we covered. It's been highly rated by Tokenmetrics on the investor grade. So good to see it's making moves. All right. So, all right. With that being said, let's go back to Mentimeter. All right. So we've covered the NFT NYC mixer. Now it's time for the crypto market update. So we'll go through, look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some altcoins. But actually, in general, though, I want to look more so at the market, because guess what? If you've been on Tokenmetrics, this is just music to our ears. On April 13th, right? That was yesterday. Our market indicator officially turned bullish. Now we've still been kind of trending upwards, but now, based on our data and our AI and signals and everything, we are officially bullish on the market. We've got Bitcoin at over 30K. We've got Ethereum at over 2K. And if we go here, looking at the bull and bear, this has been trending up. Now we're at 72%. And looking at this breakout strategy, we have over 65% of the tokens on Tokenmetrics have a bullish trend. So very, very good. Now, what is ironic is we're deep in Bitcoin season. So Bitcoin season versus altcoin season. So now we've seen a slight reversal. So are we going to begin trending upwards? Because this is basically the beginning of a bullish trend. I like to say bullish trend and not quite bull market, because the market moves in cycles and in trends. You can have a long-term bull run, but still have bearish trends or corrections in between. So I like to look at it as more of trends, not so much markets, right? So I wouldn't say we're in a bull market, I would say we're in a bullish trend, because if you come back here, right, we had a bearish trend, bullish trend, bearish trend, and now we're officially in a bullish trend, right? So this will help you be able to navigate the swings in the middle of a bull run or even a bear market, because in a bear market you can also have bullish trends. So that's why I prefer to view them as trends. But anyway, looking at this, if we go to sectors that are doing incredibly well or trending, right? The top sectors right now, layer ones and yield farming, followed by exchange tokens. But I would say L1s is basically where the money is at. L1s typically move first. And in terms of the top movers, we've got some tokens that I've not heard of. Space ID, Crypto, DAO. I see Ronin, which is the blockchain for Axie Infinity. It's up 10% today. In terms of what's down, I see Radix is down about 3.5%. And in terms of the actual big movers, in terms of trading volume deviation, we've got Space ID, Compound ETH, and Dexy. I'm not sure what that is. All right, but basically, kind of recap, we are in a bullish trend. Now, tell me what you think. This is actually one of the questions we have on Mentimeter. So go to Mentimeter and tell me what you think. But I want to actually go in and see what people are saying in the comments. Actually, give me 1 second. All right, so actually somebody said they just signed up. That's awesome. Greetings from Ghana. What's up? I love Accra. Greetings from the Channel Islands. That's what's up. If I'm an Astrobot holder, can I bring my wife even though she doesn't have anything? Yes, I would say just have her sign up using the regular ticket or standard ticket, and then email us, because when the ticket response, just reply back with her name, and we'll go through and manually approve her. I met you in Seoul back in 2018. Thanks for the advice about getting back your investment. That's awesome. Yeah, Crypto World Tour is incredible. And now so this is the first event we're hosting. We're doing one for NFT NYC, and we're probably going to do one as well for Consensus, for anybody who's in Austin, Texas. So I'll be there. The whole team will be there. Well, not the whole team, but a good portion of the team will be there. So that's great. Radix is pumping as well. Yeah, Radix is pumping because Say's announcement, Say Network, recently launched. They're all DeFi layer 1 protocols, right? They're basically blockchains for their app chains. So L1 blockchains built specifically for DeFi. So you've got Say Network, you've got Radix, and you've got Injective. Now, all three are good in our opinion. All three scored over 80% in code review, our manual code review process. But the best one in our opinion is Say Network. However, valuation is pretty high. Initially, rumors were that they were raising around 400 million FDV, and then it doubled to 800 million. And now they have a $120 million ecosystem fund, while Radix, I don't think the fund is that big. I know Injective has like what, $150 million eco fund, but in my opinion, Injective is more undervalued. I'll cover that in part of the segment on the live stream. Okay, let's see here. All right, so it seems everybody is saying what's up. Good to have you here. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, all right. All right, so let us know, what is your coin of the week? So basically, between now and the next week, next live stream, what is the coin you will be trading the most? What do you want to put the capital in? Is it Bitcoin? Is it Polkadot? Is it Solana? Is it Injective? Is it Arbitrum? Is it ZoidPay or Insured DeFi? These two have been trending on Tokenmetrics and also on CoinGecko, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Seems like lots of people have been just looking into them, right? Now, let's actually find out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come here, right? So let's look at Bitcoin first. Actually, all right, so we got Bitcoin. Where's Bitcoin currently and where is it going? Does it make sense to be in Bitcoin? All right, so Bitcoin's currently at 30K. Trader grade is up over 11% at over 80%. which is good. We've got a bullish signal that happened back on March 16th, and with a Sortino ratio of about 1.5. So 1 is good, 2 is great. So it's kind of almost between good and great. So it means that there's alpha in this signal. Right? So basically, if you follow this signal, you'd outperform just holding BTC by doing 23 trades. Right? So you would reduce your max drawdown, your volatility, and you'd have a much better ROI. Almost what, 2.5 times the ROI. So right now, Bitcoin, looking at this, obviously it's gone up to 30K. It's gone from 15 to 30K. It's doubled in price. So right now, I am bullish on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, I would keep on the list. Then next we had DOT. For those of you who are customers on the, or Astrobat holders on the Astrobat Alpha call, I did say that DOT was one I was looking at as a potential trade. Because if we come here, it's up over almost 32% in the last 24 hours. But we covered this actually earlier in the week on Tuesday. Over 82% on trader grade. It turned bullish on April 3rd, and Sortino ratio over 2. So, I mean, this trading strategy on token metrics for Polkadot has basically has a 10x outperformance on holding. Right? So if you're just holding Polkadot, you basically have 40% return versus following this strategy, doing 11 trades, you would have 10 times more capital. So this signal has a lot of alpha. So I would also be bullish on Polkadot right now. And Polkadot is more undervalued than Bitcoin in terms of FTV. So as a trade, I think there's more upside in trading Polkadot. So Polkadot over Bitcoin. Then up next, we had Injective, another darling. All right, so if we go to trader grade for Injective. Oh man, Injective has been moving. Oh wow, it's basically like doubled in price since we covered it a while back, but wow, it's now over 800 FTV, 27% up in one day. It turned bullish on March 14th. It's up almost 100% in the last 1 month. Sortino ratio of 2.25. So this has also grossly outperformed holding. So there's a lot of alpha in this trading strategy. So the question is, would I get into Injective now? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna, because Say Network raised at 800 million FTV. I think when they launch their token, which is probably gonna happen, what, I don't know, next quarter, but sometime this year, when they launch the token, I think Say's FTV could be crazy. But I think it's also going to be one of those VC Ponzi-nomics, right? Because typically new projects that raise from top tier VCs typically don't issue all the tokens into the market. While you have Injective that has 80% of the supply in the market. So the question is, let me compare this versus Radix. If we go back to Radix, XRD, let's see how this has moved in terms of FTV. So wow, Radix is 1.8 billion. I think this is overvalued in my opinion, relative to Say and Injective. I still think Injective is undervalued, but I mean it is moving. So would I prefer Injective over Polkadot? That I'm not so sure of. Let's now go to Solana. So looking at Solana, we'll actually have some news on Solana that they announced this week regarding their phone. But okay, Solana is now over 81%. Wow. Okay, it has moved. It is moving. You've got it turned bullish on April 11th. Sortino ratio is to the moon and beyond, basically, because Solana has made people a lot of money. Okay, so we got Solana FTV of 13 billion. We go back to DOT. I'm going to just compare the FTV it had. 8.6 billion. Oh, so Honestly, I think I like all three: Polkadot, Injective, and Solana. Solana has the phone coming up, so I think there's going to be it has a, it has more room to run, in my opinion. Then we also had let me go back to the list. Arbitrum, ZoidPay, and Sure DeFi. Yeah, I think all these are probably just like low cap coins besides Arbitrum. Okay, Arbitrum. Look, it is up 13%, 15 billion FTV. Yeah. Oh, Arbitrum is over 80%. Wow. Okay, so Arbitrum you could also trade. I mean, really, we really are in a bull run or bullish trend. I mean, all these are pumping and moving. Wow. Okay, all right. But I think Solana, Arbitrum is great, but tokenomics wise, but if we're just trading it, I think Polkadot is more undervalued, and I think Solana with the news is undervalued. But Arbitrum is going to be Arbitrum, right? We said ZoidPay. Okay, ZoidPay 82%. It's moved almost 32% in the last 24 hours. So something here is happening. Okay, yeah, not much. This seems to be a newly launched project. I'm gonna pull that up. Then we had insured DeFi as well. Okay, yeah, this is too low for me to want to look at. So this I would actually avoid. What we do see here, it's been bullish since January 12th. Yeah, with this, you're actually better off just holding. Trying to trade this is not really ideal. All right, so let me actually go and see what ZoidPay is about. Get ready for ZoidPay Co. Earn passive income by staking ZPay. What is this? Is this a crypto.com? Like a Monero kind of project? Yeah, I wouldn't want to trade this. All right, so if we had to go to the list, yeah, so I've kind of covered my takes on all those. Let's see what the community has said. All right, so people still believe Bitcoin is the coin of the week. People are not trying to mix up in any of these altcoins. We've got Bitcoin taking the cake as coin of the week, according to our audience. And then Polkadot second. All right, so tell me what you think. Tell us down below in the comments, what do you think about all these different coins and my analysis, and why do you think it's going to happen? All right, so Bitcoin coin of the week. All right, let's move on now to question of the day. Are we in a bull market? And wow, the audience has said no, we are not in the bull market. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. Now, with what happened recently with inflation, for those who follow macro, I'm not really too much into macro, but I know other people respond to macro, so I think that's also a factor. But I would say we're in a bullish trend, and everything is looking good right now, right? So I'll go through towards the end of this and share the top 5 coins I'll be trading. You kind of know them from what we covered here, but I'll go through and maybe even find some more. But I think we're in a bullish trend. Would I say we're in a bull market? Because the question is kind of very binary, I would say actually, yes, we're in a bull market. But I would caveat that by saying, although we're in a bull market or bullish trend, you have to be ready to flip on a dime. This does not mean the party's going to keep on going indefinitely. I'm saying this could flip in a week, in a month, because crypto is volatile, right? And the black swan events happening all the time. So you got to be ready to respond to the market conditions as they come. You have to be in touch with reality. So that's what I would be doing. So I would basically win a bull run, but be cautious. Be ready to stop and flip on a dime and preserve capital if needed. And that's why I like using the market indicator, because it helps you with that. Actually, let's see what the audience has to say. Let me go to the comments. I'm just scrolling down here. Just give me some time. Which layer ones haven't moved yet? DOT and what else? Well, Polkadot is one. That's one I think. We'll kind of go through. I'll say Polkadot, Solana. Those two are the ones I'll be watching. Then we can go through and look at the whole category as well using tokenomics. Dante says, thank you for seller. That's awesome. Well, I mean, that's why we made the platform tokenomics. So I'm glad you're doing well. Can you give 50 to 100x gems? I mean, that's what the platform is for. We've covered that in the past. I'll go through and share some as well. Yeah, smash those like buttons. Do us a favor, smash those like buttons. Tell a friend to tune into the live stream. Spread the word. We're in a bullish trend. Let them get some alpha. This helps the channel get more eyeballs. And definitely make sure you subscribe. John says, Astra DAO. Yes, Astra DAO. The launch is near. The launch is near. So stay tuned. We're hoping to be able to launch this month. We're just kind of going through some final testing stuff. But I did record a video, a deep dive on Astra DAO that should be coming out, I would say, sometime next week. So stay tuned for that. It basically goes through an overview of what Astra DAO is about, the mission, the problem statement, what it's solving, and then the frequently asked questions we've been getting from the community on Astra DAO. I need you to make an alert notification. Yes, turn on alerts on YouTube and you get notified. Sheldon says, Tokenomics family all day long. All right, so not really seeing too many comments on there. So let's now segue to the Mentimeter again. Okay, let's talk about news. FTX is back in the news. So bankrupt FTX recovers 7.3 billion assets and considers resurrection of operations. Yes, FTX might be back in business. Okay, actually, this should be billion. But let me actually pull up the article here. So basically, FTX, I mean, I don't know how they did this, right? But they have recovered 7.3 billion assets, and the price of FTX has jumped over 100%. I mean, you gotta say it, only in crypto. There's never a dull day in crypto where you can do 100x, 1000x, go down to zero, then bounce back. Right. So looking at this quick facts, it says that basically FTT token has been pumping. Then John J. Ray III, who replaced SPF as the CEO of FTX, said in an interview that the exchange can be reopened, right? And they're targeting 2024, I believe. Right, so the whole legal stuff is still going on. I just wonder how they're getting all these funds back. I guess they're going through doing clawbacks. So, I mean, it will be quite the resurgence story if FTX were to bounce back. And now the question is, we're in a bullish trend. Would you be trading the FTT token? Right? Let me actually pull this up here. Now, let me switch to a different tab. So let's take a look at the oldie, the FTT token for FTX, and see, is this even worth getting into right now, or is this just damaged goods? Okay, well, not sure what happened here with my page. Okay, just bear with me. All right, I guess, do we block the FTT token? I guess it took much because I'm not trying to have people get wrecked. All right, just give me 1 second. Yeah. I think we might have blocked this because I try to access this. All right, so it looks like our AI doesn't want people trading the FTT token to get wrecked. All right, so scratch that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about FTT and FTX. Would you be trading this token? Let me go back to the chat. Look at Pendo, Ian. We did look at it. We covered this on the Astrobot NFT call on Tuesday, and I think it's definitely one worth keeping an eye on to trade. But I would follow the Tokenmetrics trading grade on that. Brian Miller says 2x from the low. I would say it's a bullish trend. Yeah, I definitely agree. Can you check Anchor? Anchor is, we're bullish on that. It's rated highly on the investor grade. Trader grade, I'm not so sure of. It might be high as well. Degen into Solana, Helium, or Hive Mapper right now. Solana, I think, makes sense as a trade personally. We do hold Solana with our fund, Tokenmetrics Ventures. Helium, we have some Helium as well, I think. I have to double check. Might have sold it fund-wise, but personally, I've been staking Helium. Hive Mapper, I still think is overvalued. For undervalued projects, what's the name of the third one? Say. I wouldn't say it's undervalued. Say Network, SEI. That's one that just launched, or hasn't launched, but they closed their fundraising. Somebody says nobody should support FTX. Good question, but if people recover all the money back and they've booted out all the fraudulent team members and they install new people, would you not want to use FTX is a question. John says, can we ever trust them, FTX? Well, I mean, the bad actors, if they're in jail and they bring in other people, and because they'll definitely have scrutiny on them when they launch, I would think that possibly. People are always looking to recreate the past. Let FTX go. All right. When Austin meetup? So it's probably going to be during consensus. So probably the weekend. We'll still have to kind of figure some things out. But we'll create the same event flyer on Luma after probably next week and give people ample time to get ready and attend. All right. FTX is going to be another setup. Why support FTX when there are real projects actually building with quality people needing our support? Great point. Great point. Jamal says, can Ethereum hit 20K this bull market? Oh, I mean, the 10X from here? That's tough. That's, I don't know how feasible that's going to be. All right, because actually, I want to look at actually, so just give me 1 second, team. I want to check something here. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here with my screen. Not, I didn't want FTX. I wanted Ethereum. Okay, all right. So what I'm looking for is ETH has an FTV of 250 billion. So the question is, can Ethereum get to 2.5 trillion FTV? Because just think about that for a second. If between now and next top of the peak of the bull run, we're projecting that, because this is from the World Economic Forum, that by 2027, which is basically 4 years from now, crypto will be a $10 trillion market cap. If that's the case, and Ethereum captures 2.5 of that, 25% of that, is that possible at 2.5 trillion? So that's the question you have to ask yourself, right? Because maybe it's possible, actually. Because currently, total crypto market cap is 1.3 trillion. So if we just do the math, I'm just actually going to do 0.25, 1.3. So currently, it has about 19% of the market cap. So actually, that is possible. But I think your question was this bull market. So I would say you have to, if you add a range to it, I would say between now and 2027, yes, I think it is possible. If the total crypto market cap goes to 10 trillion, for Ethereum to expand upon its market share, to go from owning about 19% of the market to 25% of the market. I think that is possible. Now, if you factor also in the inflation, deflation, all that, things could get kind of messy. But if we think that Ethereum can flip Bitcoin, which I think is going to happen between now and 2027, I would say yes. I think the data is kind of showing that, because just where developers are gravitating, what's being built on Ethereum, the whole Ethereum EVM ecosystem. But I would say give it time, give it 4 years. But if that happens, I mean, to the moon and beyond. All right. So Frey says, how do you take profits when trading? You leverage token metrics, trading indicator, right? So you come here, trader grade. You look for trader grade over 80%. You look for a bullish indicator here when it turns green, and you get in, right? When it turns bearish and trader grade drops below 80 or even 75%, but basically, if it's below 75% and it's a red dot, you get out. You take profits and you cash out. You go do whatever you want to do, crypto vacation, crypto retirement, and you come back to trade it again when it's green dot and it's bullish here, right? When it's over 80. So for me, I look for strong buys. You can try to get in during, I think that when it's a buy and it's trending up and there's a huge reversal, you can use that to create a watch list of what to potentially trade, what could be moving. And then the other caveat I look for products that have a high Sortino ratio. Over 1 is good, over 2 is great. Preferably I look for 2, but ETH has a pretty decent ratio. Sortino ratio basically measures the risk to returns you're making, right? So for every return you get, what's the element of risk you're taking? So it's similar to the Sharpe ratio, but why I prefer Sortino ratio over the Sharpe ratio in crypto is Sortino ratio does not penalize upside volatility, only downside, while the Sharpe would penalize upside and downside, right? So meaning that the Sharpe ratio, while a good measure for the level of risk you're taking to get a return, will penalize the volatility in crypto to the upside. And in crypto, products pump a lot and they pump fast, right? So for products pumps like Injective, 27% in one day, Sharpe will penalize that volatility, while Sortino ratio will not penalize that volatility. That's why I prefer Sortino ratio. But those three, that's how I would be trading. That's how we're actually trading with TMV that way. But good question there. I own a collection of Astrobots. How do I get notice of these calls? So if you're an Astrobot holder on Discord, just go to the Alpha channel on Discord. That's where we post when the calls are happening and the link to join the call. All right, so now back to this. So next news item. We kind of covered this, all right? Ethereum is over 2,100, over 2K. Withdrawals hit 2.2 billion, all right? So according to a report by the blog, there's approximately 2 billion worth of pending withdrawals on the Ethereum blockchain. This indicates a significant backlog of transactions, yada, 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 yada. I would say long-term bullish ETH. And with what's happening now, and with what I just mentioned, if Ethereum can gain market share and flip Bitcoin, I am bullish ETH. The whole Shanghai upgrade and everything with Ethereum becoming unstaked and everything and could dump on the market, I think it's a short-term gain. Looking at our models, right? So going back to what I had before, trader grade and everything, signals are saying go bullish on ETH. Investor grade, not there yet. It's slowly creeping up, right? But trading ETH right now, it does make sense. Okay, all right. Then next up, Solana. So we touched on Solana earlier. Well, guess what? Solana Saga, the Web3 smartphone has arrived. All right, so let me actually pull up this article here. All right, so Solana's Android phone is here. This basically brings Web3 functionality into a phone, into an Android phone. This is the world's first crypto native phone. And it's going to be, the cool thing is it's going to be powered by Helium Mobile. So you have a crypto native phone, the Saga phone from Solana, and Helium Mobile powering it, a crypto native carrier. So I think this is going to be pretty cool. So the device is selling for $1,000. It is pretty expensive. So I was thinking of getting one. I did join the wait list, but I want to first wait and see how it's received, if there are any bugs. I don't want to be the initial guinea pig. I want people to kind of fix out the quirks, and then maybe if it's good with no bugs, I might buy the second wave of orders. If not, if it's bad, if there's some hiccups, I might wait and then maybe buy V2. But definitely, they're pioneering into new territory. Very ambitious. I like the move. I think with everything that happened with Solana and FTX and Alameda and how the token just got wrecked, I think now Solana is undervalued. But anyway, worth looking into. Some pictures here of the phone. Basically, it's an Android phone that they customized with their own OS to be crypto native. There'll be a Saga App Store and Helium Mobile as the carrier. I think this is very, very interesting, right? So worth looking into for anybody out there. Now it's saying 50 megapixel camera and 12 megapixel ultra wide camera lens, because you got to have a good camera on a phone. Now I've been team iPhone forever. I did use Android back in the day, but would I switch? I don't know. Now, do I want to have two phones? That's the other part I'm not sure I'm ready for. But I mean, let's see how well all this is received. So tell me what you guys think. Do you plan to pre-order or buy the Solana phone? And let's also check in with some of the other comments. STM says Ethereum is not going to flip the king. Let's see here. Do Astrobot holders still need to hold our NFTs in a separate wallet before connecting wallet to Discord for verification? Or whatever wallet has the NFT is one you use for verification. Helium is listed from Binance. They're crying. Well, my guess is they'll get, as a SOL token, since they'll be launching on the Solana blockchain, it'll be easier for them to get listed on other exchanges. So I think they'll just relist. What do you think about the rise of Solana? So speaking of Solana, I mean, we kind of touched on it before, but I am bullish. So to trade, right? So if we go back to Solana here, I think it makes sense because we've been watching this for a while, waiting for this. Now the announcement's been made, then the trading rate changes. I think it makes sense. And the bullish signal is here with great alpha on this trade. I mean, I think it makes sense to, obviously we're trading it. So between now and then, I think there'll be even more announcements. So stay tuned. So I think that this is one of the better trades for this month. Thoughts on Hive Mapper? It is overvalued in my opinion. The FTV is way too high. Tokenomics are not good. What lookups do you suggest? I would just leverage Tokenmetrics, the platform. Obviously, I'm biased, but the one I'm holding is Astra DAO. Some others we like. These are more higher FTVs. Solar Network, worth looking into. Injective was for a time, but that ship has sailed. I hope people made money on that. What is your opinion about Astra DAO? I do know it's not financial advice, but why is it a great project to you? Well, I'll have a video coming out. They'll do a deep dive on it. But at a high level, I mean, we're letting people passively invest in crypto using an index marketplace. And we'll also automate the whole process with the integration we'll have between the Tokenmetrics data API. So imagine let's say you wanted to trade Ethereum, right? If I go back, well, guess what? We can have this trading strategy fully automated using the Tokenmetrics data API and Astra DAO. So anybody can just go to that Ethereum index, and basically when this turns bullish, it takes your capital, your ETH or stablecoins, and buys ETH. When it turns bearish, it sells to stablecoin, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth. So we're passively letting you invest in these signals. So if you want to just passively invest in crypto, not have to bother with all this, and get the alpha, well, then people do that, right? So while there are other index marketplaces, you're letting somebody else, more like a human, handle that in terms of the trading. Well, for us, we're automating everything. So even when like the human is asleep and this turns bearish, guess what? It's gonna get out or buy if it's bullish. So the fact that we can automate it, it's basically bringing an element of quantitative trading on chain and giving to the people to let them passively invest in crypto. So to me, I think it's going to be a big game changer. All right, let's take a few more questions. Do you get this chart indicator with the basic subscription? No, you do not, but stay tuned. Stay tuned. Heck, might as well just give you guys a hint or tell you what's coming. We've been listening to the community, and guess what? We'll be announcing shortly, by this month, a free token metrics plan. Yes, a free plan. People have been asking for this. So now we've been listening to the community. We always value your feedback, your input, because we want to make sure everybody has some level of access to token metrics. Even though we have the free trial for 1 week, 7 days, we're now developing a free plan. It will be, stay tuned, we'll have an official formal announcement on this, but guess what? There will be a free plan. So tell us what you think. Do you love the free plan? Do you think it's a great idea? Smash the like button if you think it is, and tell a friend to tell a friend that the free plan is coming to token metrics. All right, so let's move on. Let's move back to the stream here. I did tell you guys we would be going longer than usual. All right, so time for a quick AMA. What do you think should be the price target for ICP the next bull run, please? Okay, ICP. All right, so let's take a look at ICP. Internet Computer Protocol, I believe. I'm not sure what the P stands for. So FDV of 2.5 billion. You have basically about 60% of the tokens liquid in the market. $15 million daily trading volume. Investor grade, we're looking at here is 64%. Not the greatest. Technology is solid, but its valuation could be better. Or basically, it's kind of overvalued relative to everything else. Fundamentals could be better. If we go to trader grade is high. Wow, trader grade is up over 88% in 1 day. Honestly, this could be a good trade, actually. Let's see here. And it turned bullish today. And today's 14th. Yeah, today it turned bullish. And let's look at, yeah, so Satina ratio is not the greatest, though. But maybe because it's just been dumping when it launched, ever since it launched. So, I mean, this could be a possible trade. So, short term, I would say, I think by tomorrow, or by Monday, this could be over 80%. This could really, really move, actually. So, I think the trade with the stop loss riding this indicator could actually be a good move. Not financial advice, as usual. All right, but a good question. When is astrodao.org website going to be relaunched? So we're targeting this month in 1 to 2 weeks. So before end of the month. So stay tuned. We'll have an official update. We're just going through a final few test changes and everything. But I'm very, very excited for the launch of all this. So stay tuned. Do we know when coins under 1 million market cap will have their codes analyzed on the platform? Not really, because I'll tell you why. Because if it's under $1 million market cap, because in general, right, for us to analyze this, so he's talking about, we have the investor grade, which is basically automating the whole process of fundamental analysis using AI. So that's comprised of both fundamental, valuation, and technology grade. So the technology grade is comprised of the following data points. So it's comprised of developer activity, security and audit, and code quality, right? So for developer activity, we have to be able to go through and look at the GitHub of that project, right? So if that project has no open source GitHub, we can't do any kind of code analysis on it, right? So that's the first step. It has to be open source. And guess what? Most projects under $1 million market cap typically are not open source. Typically they're forks or the pump and dumps or the scams, rug pulls, all that, right? So that's, if anything, it's a good way to filter out quality. That's the first element I would say, right? So looking at this, like this is their GitHub for Dfinity. So we take this data, right? So typically they have like these different metrics like followers. Let me see if I can. What's the most active repository? Like, let's just do this one. All right, this has, so like this has a number of stars, number of people watching it, forks, contributors, right? If we go to insights here, we have all this data. So if we say, let's look at the last 1 month, the activity, right? So all this is the activity. We've got contributors. So all this data we're taking from GitHub, right? And we're basically using this to create a technology grade. So we're automating the process of vetting products, right? So this is in terms of activity. Then for security and audit, we're partnered with SIR, they're live. They basically go out there and get if any projects have been hacked, if they have any bug bounties, if they've been audited. So all this, we're getting this data for you. So if a project gets hacked, guess what? The technology grade is gonna change. And then code quality. This is a part we've built ourselves. We're able to basically go through and download these. Any project, if it's open source, we can download their code onto our server and run our automated code audit software on it and look for bugs, vulnerabilities, things like that, and basically score it and use all that to create a grade. And the grade is constantly changing and evolving based on AI. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's very, very dynamic and keeps you updated on what projects have good technology. Now, this should not be blindly followed because it is crypto where things can still happen. Projects can still get hacked. However, we think it helps reduce and mitigate and minimize the chances of getting into a project that has no good tech. Right, so hope that answers your question. Let's see here. All right. Do you believe in a market fall still this year? Well, I mean, I believe there'll be a correction. There are always corrections. The bull trend never goes forever. But I think right now, I mean, all systems go. We're in a bullish trend. Might as well treat it as a bull market, but be ready to flip on a dime once we go to a bearish trend, right? Because I like trends over markets because trends tell you how to play the game in the middle, right? Because Bitcoin can go from 15K to 100K, but there'll be corrections along the way. And those corrections are the bearish trend. So to say that there'll be a fall in the market, yes, I do think there'll be a fall in the market just by that definition. I think there'll be a bearish trend, but long term, I think we'll be in a bull market because all this is happening. We have the Bitcoin halving less than 1 year away. This historically has been great for Bitcoin and crypto and altcoins. So for me, long term bull market, short term bullish trends with bearish trends. To be more specific, higher or longer, well, I would say better ROI, bullish trends, followed by shorter bearish trends. So basically corrections, right? So basically it pumps 300%, pulls back 100%. So overall you're up 200%. Then it repeats that kind of cycle. So be ready for that. So that means that be ready for a large crash, right? Because 100% drop is a lot, right? Or close to it. But overall, if we're up 200% first, then down 100%, gives you long-term perspective. So that's the way I would treat that. Okay, I've covered ICP. Let's go to top 5 coins of the week using the Tokenmetrics platform. All right, one of my favorite parts. Let's check into this. So we log in, we go to trader grade, I've added my filters to filter out some illiquid coins. So what I do is I add a trading signal filter for bullish only, basically this one. Then I add a filter for 10 million or more daily trading volume. This will filter out the illiquid tokens you don't want to be touching. You can if you want, but they're more degen. And now we have this nice list. And guess what? Exactly as we kind of covered, right? So we've got here, surprisingly, we've got Reef. So let me open that up. We've got Rocket Pool. We've got Lido Stake, so basically Ethereum. We've got Wrapped Bitcoin and BTC, basically Bitcoin, Chromia, Polkadot. So we've covered Polkadot already. So that's bullish. That will be one of the coins for the week. Bitcoin, we've covered that. That and Wrapped Bitcoin, one of the coins of the week. Staked ETH and Ethereum, we've covered that. That's one of the coins of the week. So we have 3 coins of the week already. Now, those we haven't covered, let me actually go through those. Let me open up some tabs here. So we've got Rocket Pool. Rocket Pool trader grade is up over 86% in one day. That is crazy. It's basically about $1 billion market cap. Looking at this, it turned bullish on March 29th. So TINA ratio 2.71. So a lot of alpha with this signal. So this is the other coin of the week. This fits the whole Ethereum staking, Shanghai upgrade and everything. This is one to watch, up over 10%. So I'll be watching this. Now, in terms of where this could go, if we look at the levels here, so all-time high is 52, I believe. And I'm seeing there's support, there's resistance here at 59.46. So it can move about $10 more. So I would say basically almost $60 is the next area where I would be kind of concerned for it to get through. But if we're thinking long-term bull market, I mean, this can really move. So I would add Rocket Pool to that for the coin of the week. Lido Stake ETH, this basically is moving the same way as Ethereum. The only difference is you basically earn interest or yield with this. Bitcoin we covered already, but definitely coin of the week. Polkadot we covered as well. And Canto. Is Canto back? So actually, we think Canto might be back. So if you're looking at this, FTV is now under 400 million. It's basically $350 million. When you covered Canto last year, it was what, like under 200? Basically, Canto did a 5 to 7x during a bear market when we covered it. And now it's kind of back to being undervalued, I think. So trader grade over 80% is a sign. And with this turning bullish on April 10th, now the P&L is also good, actually. 5 to 13 ratio. So Canto. So in terms of altcoins that we would be trading, Canto, Rocket Pool, right? Then going back here, yeah, Rocket Pool and Canto are the ones I'll be watching. Injective we covered before as well. I would add that to the list. Let's actually look at Reef. Okay, so we've got trader grade, moved about 3.6%, over 80%, has an FTV of 67. So this is a low cap, more degen, turned bullish April 10th. Is it profitable P&L? Okay, not so profitable. So this, honestly, I would avoid for now. You can still trade it, but I would trade this with risk, knowing that it's more degen, and it's basically just kind of beginning to move for the first time. Then other coins of the week I'll be looking at. We've got Near Protocol. Is it time for Near to move? We've got Cardano. Oh man, Cardano. I know people love Cardano. So back to the whole premise of the market update. So this is why I liked beginning with the market update and why I think this market page is very undervalued by anybody out there, our customers, users. Because guess what? The best sector that's moving right now are L1s. So if you're looking for L1s, we basically covered them. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polkadot, Solana, Injective. Now looking at this, right? Cardano over 80%. Turned bullish on March 27th. So TINA ratio over 2. So Cardano is going to move as well. So trading Cardano right now, is a good move. Avalanche as well, over 80%. It's up 12% in trader grade in one day. Turned bullish back in April, early April. So T ratio almost close to 2. I mean, we are in a bullish trend. I mean, what a bull run, or what a bull market. Basically, I mean, cue the music. We are starting to really rally here. I think the others are already covered. Yeah. So those are the main ones I'll be looking at. Now let's actually go over time and try to find what could be next, or what haven't we touched on yet. So one other thing I like to do is I like to take the 24-hour trader percent change and sort by descending to see what has had the sharpest reversal in the last 24 hours. This tells you what could be next, what is beginning to move. And we've got Hedera hash graph. Wow, over 130% change in trader grade. Worth keeping an eye on that one. We've got Ocean Protocol, ICP. So ICP is definitely one worth to watch. We've got Rocket Pool, Oasis Network Rose, A-Star. I mean, all these are, actually, let me add an additional filter. I'll say greater than 75. And let's take a look here. Yeah, so looking at this, yeah, Ocean Protocol, Rocket Pool, Oasis. I see obvious moving. Polkadot. Okay, now let's actually maybe go slightly more. Okay, market cap, I'm going to say less than. Let's do less than. I'll do less than $500 million market cap. Yeah, so we're kind of getting more degen plays or more alts. Yeah, I mean, I think things are looking great. Things are looking great, but that's basically the list that I'll be looking at for next week, right? So those are the top 5 coins plus more, because I wanted to give you even more alpha for the week. All right, so let's check in here with the community and see what they think. Let me know, what are your top 5 coins for the week? You can just scrolling back here. Yeah, so how to discover coins on token metrics when they just turn bullish, how to filter. So I just showed you how I do it, right? So I go through, you can, so you, in the future, we plan to add an actual date that shows you when they turn bullish. But for now, I would just look at the sharpest reversal. So 24-hour change in trader grade is one way to look at that. And then I just went to some low caps as well, top bill. Who is the custodian of the assets in that scenario? So everything is on chain. So I assume you're talking about Astra DAO. Everything is smart contracts. So everything is in a smart contract, basically. So kind of like how you put funds in a DEX or Uniswap and everything. Everything's on chain. So at every single time, you always have only you have access to those funds in terms of withdrawing them from the smart contract. That's a great use case for the people. Answer that all the way. Thank you. Appreciate that. How simple will it be to use it? Auto buy and sell, and how you plug that into exchanges you're with. So Astra is going to be fully on chain. So you'll connect your MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet you use for Ethereum. You connect that. So right now, I believe we support MetaMask and Wallet Connect. You connect that, and you basically trade. It trades using Uniswap. So whenever there's a rebalancing of the index, it's done via Uniswap. once they see the value with the free plan, they will want to get the advanced and maybe even premium plan. Yeah, I think so as well. Thank you for that. A free plan is a way to get people in the door. Yes, it is. And guess what? We're in a bull run, and we're going to get as many people in the door as we can. Now, free plan is good. It will give us time to make profits and then invest it back in to get a better plan. Absolutely. Absolutely. Belina, I've been in the game since 2016 when you also started, I believe. Yes, it is. You really took this and went with it. Is it your passion? Absolutely. I mean, I love crypto. I love the crypto community. I love technology. I love disruption, especially in technology. I always love to be forward thinking. And I can't lie, I love making money. I mean, to the moon and beyond. Crypto is about making money and investing in the future of open finance, Web3, everything. And then being also able to bring AI into it before AI was a thing and a trend and a buzzword has been great. What do you run to check the code? We do what's called statistical code analysis. So we use one of the tools we use is Sonar Cube for any developers out there who use it. We kind of have our own instance, and we take different data points, metrics, and kind of use AI to create a grade from that. What are your thoughts on AI? I think AI is here. I mean, GPT has shown, and OpenAI have shown people that this is here to stay. AstroDAO is now also working on integrating AI into the platform with the data API, so stay tuned, because AI is here to stay, and we think applying this towards investing in crypto is going to be a game changer. There've been people out there trying to do it with AI, but we believe we can make this even more open to more people and automate the whole process. Noah says, top 5 coins for me are Helium, Cardano, Render, Audio, and Arweave. Good list, solid, very solid list, I believe. Yeah, all those are good. Helium, I'm staking. Our fund has Audius, actually. Still bullish on Solar Network, yes. Cryptocology says Litecoin, Gala, Matic, or Polygon, and Algorand. Will Arbitrum flip Polygon? Ooh, very good question. Very good question. I don't think so, tokenomics wise. I think because only about 15% of their supply is liquid. But I mean, it's crypto. Anything can happen. It can pump. Rules are not always followed in crypto world, in the metaverse. So it is possible. If we go to, let's actually compare those, right? So Arbitrum was what, like 15 million FDV? Actually, 16 million. Oh, looks like it's still moving since we talked. All right, so 16 million FTV. We go to Polygon. So it already passed it in terms of FTV. I would not be looking at the price. So Arbitrum already passed it in FTV. So it's now the question is, because Arbitrum does have a lot more traction than Polygon in terms of users and TVL. So actually, while we're here at Polygon, would we trade Polygon right now? Ooh, trader grade is not so good. Very bearish on this at the moment. So it's been bearish since March 2nd. So looks like uncertainty ratio is good, but holding the disc has been better. Yeah, so I mean, Arbitrum is a better trade right now over Polygon. Looking at this, that's what I would take out of this. All right, let's go back to live stream. Let's go to the next segment. We kind of already did the Ethereum price prediction. And yeah, these questions were already answered. Let me just see if there are any other. Yeah, so we've answered all questions on Mentimeter. So we can actually get out of that. Let me just take some questions from the live stream. Best projects under $50 million market cap. obviously Astra DAO, in my opinion. Outside of that, let me actually pull up token metrics and tell you. So market cap under 50 million. Okay, now all these are low caps, degens. Even Astra is a degen play, even though I like it. Just want to make that clear that these are risky projects because they're more illiquid. So the only one with massive trading volume actually is Adventure Gold. Now let me actually reduce this. So if we're gonna do that, I'll say like let's do like 1 million. Yeah, let's do 1 million trading volume. All right, so we've got that. Share price reversals. So we've got Firo. Firo, we actually looked into. It was a decent project. We're keeping an eye on this one. Let me actually sort by trader grade. So I'm seeing Starlink, Sentinel, Adventure. So actually, let me. Actually, I don't want anything that's. Yeah, so Starlink, Sentinel, Adventure Gold, Firo, and Teller. All right, so let's kind of do a quick dive into these projects. So we've got Sentinel, trading volume 1.5 million. Bullish indicator here since March 24th. Is there any alpha with the signal? Okay, no alpha on the signal, so I would skip this. Because I like sorting ratio at least over 1, but preferably over 2 or close to 2, and that was not anywhere close to that. So same thing with this. Turned bullish on April 6th. I mean, because you could trade them with a lower sorting ratio, but there's a lot more element of risk, and I don't like to risk too much. Yeah, same thing with this. So all these low caps, these could also just be moving for the first time because maybe they launched in the top of the bull run and just crashed, right? So the ratio could also sometimes not be the best indicator, but yeah, kind of have to take it with a grain of salt depending on. Okay, so Firo here, 3 sorting ratio, 25% grade, 29%. Okay, so Firo is one I'll be looking to trade actually, and we've looked into this. It is good. Teller and Oracle turned bullish. Any alpha on this? Not much alpha on this. So Teller I would skip. And was there a last one? Yeah, this was just Polygon. So that's the list I'll be looking at if I wanted to make any trades. All right, let's go back to the stream. How to invest in Astra DAO. It's currently on Uniswap. Instructions on how to get it are there. Actually, I can just pull it up here. This is Astra it's on CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap. You can just come here, go to astradao.org, which I'll pull up. But basically, the main thing to make sure is that okay, my MetaMask is popping up. Let me get out of this. Actually, can I just pull it up here? Yes, I think even on the site, yeah, if you come on the site, astradao.org, how to buy. All right, so astradao.org, we have the team, team has instructions how to buy Astra. You just click that, it walks you through it, right? So very, very simple. So just go to the website and click that, right? If you wanna maybe, because there are other Astras out there, right? Because if you go here, we're not the only Astra, so definitely make sure it's Astra DAO because there's Astra Nova, Astra Protocol, Astra Guild, but this is the official. Astra DAO on CoinGecko, right? It's also on CoinMarketCap as well. So if you want to go that route, you can just go there, and it will be there, right? That's one of the easy way of getting all that info. Actually, I've not looked at CoinMarketCap in a while. Let me just see what they have here. But yeah, that or just going directly to the astrodao.org site. Okay, back to the. Does ASTR have anything to do with AstraDAO? No, it's the token name is Astra, ASTRA. But as I mentioned, be careful, there are other Astras out there. So just go to, best thing is go to astrodao.org, and how to buy has examples, or use CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, and make sure it has the same logo, that blue logo. I absolutely love how you're keeping this ship going. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's all go to the moon and beyond. I mean, we're in a bullish trend in crypto, and we're here to stay. All right, so let me just recap by saying, looking forward to meeting people, the community, the crypto family, the Tokenmetrics family, the Astrobot Society family, the AstroDAO family, the Book NFT family, at the Tokenmetrics event, right? The NFT NYC social mixer. So once again, go sign up, register. Priority is given to those who have the Astrobot NFTs, those who have the AstroDAO token, those who have the book NFTs. If you bought the book, thank you. If you don't have any of that, no worries. You can still sign up for a regular ticket. Just know that it have to be manually approved after we go through and just see how things are going in terms of all the other holders. We want to make sure that book holders, Astrobot holders, and the AstroDAO holders have priority. That being said, thank you, everybody. Happy Friday. Looking forward to meeting you all and sharing some alpha. I might give you some scoops on our most recent investments on the VC side, and also answer your questions. With that being said, thank you, everybody, and see you next week. As we like to say, the moon is not the limit to the moon and beyond. Goodbye.